What's good? It's Purge. In my last video, I talked about the skip intro button, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, and I talked a little bit about intros in general. So, as a follow up to that, I decided to make a tier list, what I think are the best and worst intros in general. So what I did was I found a tier list. I didn't make this list necessarily. I didn't pick the shows that were on this list. I did make the rankings for them, but I didn't pick the shows. What I did was I tried to find one that had the most variety of shows on there. And if you'll notice, this list has a mix of cartoons, live action shows. Um, as for the cartoons, there's some kids cartoons and some adult cartoons. So yeah, I think this should be pretty interesting. The tiers I have, um starting from bottom to top. The bottom I got trash. The ones that think, yeah, they're just not good. Then I got meh that I think are a little bit better than trash, but still not that great. Then I got skippable, which I don't think are bad necessarily, but I don't think are really worth watching every single time. Then I got I like I think they do their job. Not that good, not that bad. Here I have good visuals, which is for intros that aren't like super good in terms of the music, but there's something about like the visual presentation of them that I really liked, and I can give them a few extra points for that. Then I got good theme songs that I could watch on my own and I really enjoy. And then I have great, the ones that are just fantastic and amazing. Yeah. And one thing to note is that this has nothing to do with how I feel about the show in general. This is merely how I feel about the theme song. Because honestly, I haven't even seen every single show on here, so I can't rank them all in terms of the show as a whole. But I have heard all of these theme songs, so yeah. Let's get started. And I like to say that we are starting off strong because the very first one is 16. I'm 16, starting to find my way. Come on, how do I drag it up here? Don't I'm not putting it in trash. I just need to go back up here. I'd like to show like put a little snippet of each theme song that's on here, but I don't want to worry about like getting like copyright stuff or whatever. So unfortunately you're stuck with me terribly singing them. But yeah, 16, I think it's really good. I said in my video that it's one of my favorites. It's catchy, tells everyone about the show, and yeah. Next we got Adventure Time, and I'd like to note that there's about 72 of these, so um it's gonna be a long ride, but hang in there. Um, number t- Number two, we got Adventure Time. Um, I think it's fine. I'd say good, not great. Adventure Time. Come on, grab your friends, go to very. I like the visuals too. I think the song is good enough to give it a good. Next we got All Grown Up. This theme song is actually really good. It's sung by Cree Summer, who voices Susie and also voices number 5 on Kids Next Door, and I just say it's a pretty good song actually. So I'm gonna put it in great. Nice job. The Amazing World of Gumball. So the thing about this is that there's two versions of it. The one that airs on TV, which is the just basically the title and just like 5 seconds of the music. And then there's like the whole version which plays in other countries. So I'm going to judge it by the whole intro, and even by that, I'd still I'd say I'd say it's good visuals because there's a lot of like colors and it's fast and a lot of just like blending and stuff like that. The song is fine, but the visuals are really what makes the intro. American Dad. Good morning, USA. I got a feeling that it's gonna be. All right. Where would I put this? I'd say this is like I'd say I kind of want to put it either I or good. I think it's catchy enough, but mm, I'll I'll put it in good. I think it's a good song. Yeah. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Yeah, I gotta put this in trash. It's just by the theme song, but yeah, I heard it and, and both the song and the visuals are just kind of just nah, it's not really for me. Next, you can't really see this because of the background, but it's Avatar. And this one was probably the hardest for me to determine. The intro, it's like it has a good purpose for it being there. It explains what the show is. It has a good tone, like they know what they did with it. Like this was they probably they did a good job with it. But it's not like it's not a really entertaining one. They're not really it's not supposed to be. It's just it's kind of like I thought it was good. Like it's either good visuals or it's great. You know what? I'm gonna put it in great. I think although it's not the most entertaining intro ever, I still think it does a good job of setting the tone and describing what the show is. So I'm gonna put it in great. Batman the Animated Series. I mean, so it's not really a song. It's just kind of a sequence. It's Batman trying to get the bad guy. You know, um, I'd say I'd say it's a good visuals. I can't really say it's good visuals either because a lot of it is just like really pitch dark and black. The colors are kind of not really blended together all that well. Uh, but it's also not bad either. I'm sure it's iconic. I mean, if I'm telling you the truth, like I've never really seen this. I always meant to, but I haven't. So I can't say like, "Oh man, this is the best way to describe the show or whatever." But at some point I will get around to it. I swear. I promise I will. But uh I'm gonna put it in uh I don't know if people are gonna hate me for that, but yeah, that's how I feel about it. Ben 10. It started when an alien device did what it did and stuck itself upon his. Yeah, I think this is pretty great. I think it's really catchy. It has good visuals too. I like, and I'm not even a huge Ben 10 fan either, but I really liked the intro. This is it's pretty catchy. I liked it. It's a good song. Um, Next we got Big Time Rush. You know this is a classic. If you want it all, lay it on the line. It's the only life you got, so you gotta live it big time. You know what? Let's give it a great. I think it's earned it. Boondocks. I'm the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration. Hmm. Yeah, this is great. I liked it. Really good. Camp Laszlo. Hmm. I think I think I'm gonna put this in skippable. Like the first time you watch it, pretty catchy. It's sung to the tune of Bingo was his name-o, and basically just replace Bingo with Laszlo. Honestly, that's all there really is to it. Um, it's not bad. Just it's skippable. Next we got Cat Dog. Cat Dog. Cat Dog. Alone in the world with a little cat dog. Um, I'd say I'd say do I want to put it in good or great? Because I think it's a pretty good memorable song. Honestly, I'm gonna put it in good. I think it does its job. It's, it's just if there's a little bit more to it, I'd probably put it in great, but I liked it well enough. Next, we got Chowder. I love Chowder. It is such a great creative show. I really do like it. The intro, I'd say it's pretty good. It's catchy. Take the moon, now you take the sun. You take everything that seems like fun. You turn it all up, and when you're done, ride, 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 ride. The Cleveland Show. In general, I think the Cleveland Show is just like I think the comedy wasn't quite there the same way it was for Family Guy. But for the intro, on the other hand, it's really good. It's really just super duper catchy and it tells you everything you need to know about the show. It's just, I think, yeah. And for the longest time, I think it was actually my ringtone. At least I tried to make it. So, but yeah, I really like it. My name is Cleveland Brown, and I am proud to be right back in my hometown with my new family. Star Wars: The Clone Wars. You see, this one is just like it's just the Star Wars theme. It's not. They didn't do anything really different with it. It's just if you like the Star Wars theme, you'll like this one. So, like, I can't put it in great because like it's not like it was something that was made specifically for the show. I know this tier list wasn't made specifically to judge the intros. That's just what I'm doing. But what can I give it? I guess good visuals because if nothing else, it is good visuals. I already know. Corey in the house. Ooh, it's a party every week, baby. Corey. Let's put it in great. Slept on show. They really did it dirty. I'm not gonna lie. Corey in the big house now. Anyway, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Um, this one isn't a song. It's just kind of it's the news report. The guy explaining what the show is on the TV of the people that star the show. That's kind of weird. It's weird. Like the guy is telling the people that it's about what the show is about. Like that's I mean that's weird, but I guess you weren't really supposed to think about it. So how where do I put this? Is it a great intro? No. Is it a good intro? Like sure. I mean, there's so much more to Courage than the intro, but and the visuals aren't that great either. It's just like I don't know. Honestly, I just got to put it in meh. Great show, meh intro. Cow and Chicken. This one is weird. And I'm not just talking about the intro, just the show as a whole. Dad was proud. He didn't care how. Okay. Mama had a chicken. Mama had a cow. Dad was proud. He didn't care how. Uh. Let's do. I kind of like the instrumentals, but it's also not like super duper impressive. Um. I'm gonna put in skippable. Danny Phantom. This deserves a tier on its own. Like I told y'all that this is my favorite theme song of all time. Deadass, if I had to pick between this and Fresh Prince, I would actually pick Danny Phantom because it's quicker. Like not only is the song shorter, but they're able to spit the lyrics much faster. I think it's really good. I love this theme song. You already know this is going in the top tier. Young Danny Phantom, he was just 14 when his parents built a very strange machine designed to view a world unseen. He's gonna get your mug 'cause he's Danny Phantom. All right. Dexter's Lab. Hmm. There's no lyrics. It's all an instrumental theme with good with kind of a visual storytelling. I'd say do I want to put it in good visuals or just good? I'd say honestly, I say this is good enough to go in good. Yeah, the visuals are good too. But Drake and Josh. It's gonna take some time to realign. Realign, not realize. But anyway, um, hmm, good or great? I know there's gonna be a big divide here. Shit. Uh, I'd say let's put it in. Honestly, I'm gonna put it in good. It's fine. I know y'all were probably hoping for a great, and it's a good song. Just little more. Ed and Nettie, or just Ed and E, as it looks on the list. It's another instrumental. Good visuals. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna put it in good visuals. Not not like super great, but it's like you know, like there's merit to it. Fairly Odd Parents. Not as good as Danny Phantom, but honestly, I'd say this is pretty great. Like I've heard it so many times that it feels like I've gotten used to it, but like honestly, the song is really good. It's catchy. It tells you about the show. Like, yeah, Danny Phantom might be just above it, but yeah. Yeah, this is a good song. Really great. Family Guy. Another song I've heard so much of. Hmm. Lucky there's a family guy. Lucky there's a man who positively can do. Hmm. I'd say I'd say I'd say it's good. I was kind of torn between good and I, but I'd say it's pretty good to be considered good. Flapjack. I'm gonna put it in meh. there's it's kind of a unique animation with the intro. I don't exactly know what you would call it, but like it's a little different from the actual show. But yeah, it's pretty meh. Flintstones. Uh hmm. Well, so the thing is, this is a really old theme. Like, I don't know how to. It's hard to really judge it because at the time, it's not like I don't want to say the standards were lower, but it's just like when you have other shows to compare it to, like it was great for the time, but when you compare it to all this new stuff that you have, where would I put it? I say it's pretty good. I say it's good, yeah. Next, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Instrumentals are pretty good. Kind of like I like the visuals too. I'll put it in good. Futurama is 100% good visuals because the intro just looks so good, like very very visually impressive. Like I kind of like the little melody, the do, but really it's the visuals that make the intro. Gravity Falls. It's only an instrumental, but it's a pretty catchy one. And that, along with the visuals, I have to say, I'm going to put it in great. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I'm going to put this in good visuals too. Like, they do a lot of creative things with the intro, showing the insides of Billy and Mandy, like showing them skinned. But but the intro music is not something that I really like recognize. Like I know it. Like I know it when I hear it, but there's not a really like memorable beat to it, you know? Uh Hannah Montana. I want to put this in the bottom tier just for how many times I heard this fucking song. Oh my god. Get the best of both worlds. Chill it out, take it slow. Then you rock out this show. Ugh. But I kind of have a guilty pleasure to it. Like, I think it sounds good. Like, it's not the it's not the deepest song in the world, but I think it's fine, you know. Uh Fine. I'll put it in good, even though I secretly want to put it in trash. Hey Arnold! And another instrumental. But you know what? I love this. I love this show. I love this intro. Would I say it's like great? I don't know. It is at least good. I'll put it in a good intro. iCarly. I've heard this song so many times. I'm not as annoyed with this as I am with Hannah Montana, but you know, I'd say I'd say it's a good intro because I put Drake and Josh in good, and I like Drake and Josh is a little bit better. Nothing too crazy, but it's a good intro. Invader Zim. I was kind of torn between good visuals and just good because it's another instrumental, and but the visuals do look pretty damn good, and I think they're pretty creative with it. So I'm gonna put it in good. The Jetsons. This has even less than the Flintstones. Like there's like five, there's like 4 or 5 words for lines, 4 or 5 lines in the intro, and it doesn't rhyme. Like the last line of the song is Jane, his wife, and it makes you think that there's going to be more to it, but there isn't. It just kind of, in terms of lyrics, it ends there, but the the intro sequence continues on, but there's no more words. I I'm gonna put this in I. Flintstones is more of a song, and this one it's a good sequence, but you know. Jimmy Neutron. Clear to the stars. Don't buy candy bars. Rides a kid with a knack for invention. Honestly, I think this is great. I'm gonna put this in the top tier. Pretty catchy. I think does a good job with the tone, you know. Johnny Test. So for the show, I liked it a lot as a kid, but as I got older, I was just really annoyed with Johnny's just fucking asshole behavior. And it's just like, and also the animation just got worse and worse with every season. Like, man, this show just like, it was so much better when I was younger. The intro, on the other hand, although it is basically American Idiot from Green Day, I think I actually enjoyed listening to the intro. I thought it was pretty catchy. I'll put it in good. Johnny Bravo, skippable. Thought there's a little bit of that like 90s charm with the intro, but honestly, not too much going with it. Kim Possible. It doesn't matter where or when there's trouble if you just call my name. Kim Possible. You know what? This one's great. This is a top tier song. It's really catchy. I liked it a lot. King of the Hill. Doon digga doon digga doon digga doon digga doon 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 digga doon digga doon digga doon digga doon digga doon 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 doon. Do I want to put it in good or great? Honestly, I'm gonna put it in good. Maybe if there were some words to it, it might be able to bump it up. But it's a fine intro. I liked it. Kids Next Door is one of my all-time favorite cartoons. It is just like one of the most imaginative and creative shows I've ever seen. Like I really love this show. And the intro is kind of a parody of Charlie's Angels, and it pays homage to it. And I really do like the music to it. It's um like it does a lot of that spy and espionage little thing, and the visuals look really good. We get to see each of the five before they jump into silhouette for the logo. And yeah, honestly, this is really good. I'm gonna put this in great. I think they did a good job with it, even without lyrics. I'm gonna put it up here and then drag it to great. Yep. My Life as a Teenage Robot. I like this. This is a really good intro. I'm gonna put it in great too. 5 o'clock, get a call to go blading at the skate park down by the mall. But my mom says I gotta prevent hostile aliens from annihilating us all. The Looney Tunes show. Underrated. Like, really. This is a really good show. I liked it a lot. As for the intro, say it's pretty good. Yeah. Good or I. Mm, I kind of do want to put it in I. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that great. I think it's fine. Mm, yeah, I think it's just an I theme. Looney Tunes as a whole, yeah, I'm also gonna put an I. Like, it's iconic, I know, but I love the Magic School Bus. Like, I used to watch this show just like all the time, both in class and at home. Just one of my favorite like cartoons of all time, if I'm being honest. And the intro is no exception. Right on the Magic School Bus. And yeah, the intro is pretty great. Top tier. And I wish I could drag it. Come on now. Ugh. What's it doing? My gym partner's a monkey. Eh. I don't. It's not really a trash theme. I'd say. I'd say it's meh. Not the worst, not the best. Ned's Declassified. Hmm. Half of the intro is Ned narrating, the other half is the song. How do I feel about each of those things? I think it's pretty clever. Just to have Ned kind of talk about the show as a whole, and then they try to, get you hyped up more with the song. I'd say good. Phineas and Ferb. I don't think there is another show I've seen more than this show. Phineas and Ferb is like Phineas and Ferb has always been my show. And it just has some just great humor, great songs, and even though it can be repetitive, it's like you always want to see what they do differently, you know? Like it's just such a fun show. And the intro, it's 104 days of summer vacation. Hmm. It's weird because in general, Phineas and Ferb has some really good songs. I'd say I'd say it's pretty great still. It's not the best song of the show, but it's still a really good theme song. I think this really hypes you up to watch it. Powerpuff Girls. If we were going with ending themes, I think the ending theme would be great. But as for the opening theme, I think it's good. I think it has good visuals too. Mm. Honestly, I'm still gonna give it a great. Like like it is rather long because there's the first part with the narration and the origin, and then the next part where it's just like them fighting. But yeah, it's a great theme. I like it. Regular show. This one isn't really much of a theme. It's just one note and it's 5 seconds long. Honestly, I could probably show it and I wouldn't get demonetized for it because it's just such a short, small song. I can't even put it under skippable because they probably don't even allow you to skip it. It's too short for it. Where do I put it? Hmm. On doom. Wow, this is probably the hardest one of them all. Honestly, I kind of have to put it in mad because like it's like I c- I can't put it in skippable because it's too short to even skip, and like it's not much of a theme. I know they're not trying to make it much of a theme, but it just isn't. I do have to put it under meh, but it's also not like aggressively bad either. Ren and Stimpy, one of the most influential cartoons of all time. The intro, the intro's meh for both the music and the visuals, because the visuals I believe are just clips from the show. I know that because when you edit them together, it's just a bunch of randomness. And I think I've seen some of that. Like I don't know Ren and Stimpy super well, but I'm pretty sure a lot of it is just, it is just parts of the show. Robot Chicken. I had to watch it a couple times to figure out whether I think it's like really good or whatever. I'd say I put it in I. Like I think first of all, it has a really unique style, so the visuals are fine, but I don't think the visuals are all that good. But it does tell you a little bit of what the show is. It's a bunch of by having the TV screens, having the Robot Chicken watch all those TV screens because it's a bunch of random TV references. So I'm gonna put it in I. Rocket Power. I watched so much of this show. It's crazy, and the intro it's really good. I think it's catchy. We are riders on a mission, action kids in play position, rocket power. Um, I'd say it's a good or great. The visuals are definitely unique. I'll give it that. Honestly, I'll give it a great because I think the music in general is really good. So yeah, Rocco's Modern Life. So there's two intros. If we were going by the second one, I would probably give it like an I. I don't know why they had to change it, but the first one, it's pretty good. The only reason it's not great is because there aren't really like a lot of words to it. It's just the title of the show. So, but I still liked it. Liked it pretty well. Rugrats. It's definitely iconic. Do, 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 do. Hmm. I think for Rugrats, I think I'm going to give it. Is it really good visuals? You know what? I'm a I'm gonna put it in good because I don't think. See, with good visuals, I think that that's what makes the intro. But Rugrats, I think, has both the music and the visuals to accompany it. I think they complement each other, so I can put it in good. Samurai Jack, gotta get back to the past. Samurai Jack, watch out. Um, the thing about this is that there's two parts to it. There's the narration, and then there's the intro. So it's rather long. Uh, there's definitely good visuals to it. I'd say, you know what? I'm gonna put it in great. I like. I think I really liked it. Just scroll it up a little bit. Scooby Doo. If this were What's New Scooby Doo, it would definitely be great. It would definitely be a top tier. But I think they're going for like the original Scooby Doo. Where are you? It's it's perfectly fine. I think I put it in good. The Simpsons. So on on its surface, I'd say that the intro in general is just good. It's not the music isn't that complicated or whatever. It's just catchy. Uh every time it's iconic, everyone knows it. I think on principle it's good. But I'm going to give it a great because in my last video I mentioned that it changes the intro with virtually every episode. And to do that for 30 years and have that much creativity with it, I think that deserves some extra points and extra praise. I think that's a very, really good thing that the writers do. I'm going to put this in the great intros. All right. Wow, we're getting through this faster than I thought. Although I'm not exactly sure how long it's been. South Park. I've watched so much of this show lately. I've heard the intro so many times. I think it's fine. I don't think it's really great. I'm gonna put in good. Going down South Park, gonna have myself time. SpongeBob, another iconic one. But is it really great? I wouldn't say it's great, but I say it's good. Maybe that's just because I've just seen it so many times. But yeah, but everyone loves SpongeBob. Can't go wrong with it. Um, Steven Universe. I've been going back and forth between good and great. Mm, I kind of want to see like what did I put in good and what did I put in great, and what is it closer in quality to? This is a tough one. Uh I'd have to say, thinking about everything, thinking about both the new and old intro, I would put Steven Universe in good. The reason why it's not great is because it's a little too short, and also cuz like it sounds nice, but it's not like super complicated. It's just explaining what they are, you know. But yeah, I think it's a it's not a bad song. So I'll I'll put it in good. So now we got Sweet Life. First, we got On Deck, and honestly, I liked it better than the original's opening. I thought it was much. I don't know. I don't know. There's a little bit more to it than the original. Come along with me. Let's head out to see what this world has for you and for me now. Whichever way the wind blows, we say, "Hey ho, let's go!" Oh, oh. But yeah, I think this is a pretty great theme song. Put it here. As for the original, actually, the original I think is pretty good, pretty great too. Can't go wrong with either of them. Total Drama Island. This is great because not only is the song itself good, but the visuals do a good job at establishing each of the 22 contestants along with Chris and Chef. And they have like barely a minute to do so. And each of the characters are on screen for long enough that I get a sense of what each of their characters are like. So yeah, pretty top tier intro. Dear mom and dad, I'm doing fine. You guys are on my mind. Ask me what I want it to be. Now I think the answer is plain to see. I wanna be famous. Teen Titans, another top tier theme song. It probably might be my second favorite after Danny Phantom. When the world needs heroes on patrol, Teen Titans, go! That's So Raven. Yeah, this is top tier. Really like it. That's so Raven. It's a future I can see. That's so Raven. Mysterious to me. Wild Thornberries. Another intro that has a lot of narrating. Um, I'd say it's alright. Tom and Jerry. Um, I think it needs to go in the same tier as Looney Tunes because iconic but not too crazy. Wizards of Waverly Place. This is one that I find myself listening to a lot. I don't really know why, but I mean, I really liked Wizards of Waverly Place. The intro was just a good way to start off the show. So yeah, I'd say top tier. Everything is not what it. Oh, only two more to go. Zeke and Luther. This is a show that I've heard of, but I've just never watched. I'm kind of surprised this is even on the list because a lot of these other shows are pretty well known, but like no one really talks about Zeke and Luther. And when I watch the intro, I kind of get the sense that this show is kind of dumb. I might be wrong, but the intro doesn't really make me want to watch the show. Not only is the song not that great, but I just see the characters just flailing around, acting like idiots within it. So honestly, I'm gonna put this in trash. Maybe the show's better, but eh. And last but not least, we got Zoe 101. And I think y'all know where this one's going. Ooh, I know you see me standing here. Do I look good, my dear? Do I look good today? So yeah, that's my list of uh theme song tier lists. I think this says a lot about intros. They can be really good and they are worth watching, and I don't think you should like skip through it every single time. Like I think there's a point where I think it's okay to skip through it, but give these intros a chance. They can be really good. Like music can be good and intros are no exception to it. And they tell you about the show, they get you hyped up for the show, and they're just nice to hear. But yeah, this was this was really cool. I was actually expecting a little more towards the bottom, but yeah, I think this says a lot about intros. They really do slap sometimes. Yeah. Tell me what you think about this tier list, and we'll catch you